Okay, I'm just warming up right now, and my brother's on the other end. I'm wearing the earphones so we can actually talk during the race. The race starts in 8 minutes, so I'm just doing like an easy warm-up. I already went to the gym, so I'm already kind of warmed up. So this is just to get the legs going, get ready. I did this race yesterday, and I got 18th place out of 170 people, I think. There's a huge hill halfway, and it's a nightmare. And the heavier you are, the harder it is, because it goes by your body weight. So the heavier you are, the more power you need to put to go up a hill. Downhill, if you're heavy, it's so easy. So I have a huge advantage on any downhill, and on a flat, it's not too bad. Hills is what's bad. So this race comes down to being able to keep up the hill, which is about a 7 or 8 minute ride up the hill. It's like 3.7 kilometers up a hill. And then the sprint at the end is up a hill. So I'm really good at sprinting, but I'm not good at going uphill. So it's kind of like good and bad for me. All right, 10 seconds to start this friggin' race. 130 people. And we're off. So when I get off my bike, like stand up, I can put a bit more power. This section's downhill, so I'm coasting. Now it's not downhill. Oh, I'm getting a power up. A truck. So that means I can like follow people better. Like less energy to follow people once I press that button. So my heart rate's 160 already, and we're like 1 minute into this race. The longer the race, the higher your heart rate goes. It takes a while for your heart rate to beat, to catch up to your output. And the hotter it is, the more your heart rate. So heart rate doesn't really say how many calories you're burning. But once you get to a certain point, it gets harder and harder. 163 is my anaerobic threshold. That's around where I can keep up for an hour. I'm at 166 now. So it's harder than I could do for an hour. And we're 90 seconds into the race. There's 129 people in this race. I'm in 6th place right now. My heart rate's 168. It's not too hard. I mean, it's not easy, but when it's hard, you'll know it. I won't be able to talk. I'll go up the hill. Once we get to the hill, it's gonna be like 7 minutes of nightmare. So I'm racing my brother. He's in my ears. I have no idea what place he's in. I've asked him 5 times. I think he's strategically not telling me because he wants me to be surprised by where he is. So I don't know where he is.
I'm right next to you.
He's somewhere in this pack. So Steve is fast. He used to race Canada Games when he was younger. He's the editor of my videos. So he's actually racing me right now.
I'm the guy.
We're gonna see who comes
you.
out on top.
Purple.
So I just flashed his name on the screen. Steve Doucette, S. Doucette. So he's in front of me. He's got the purple flash wheels. He climbed up a mountain about 50 times to earn the special wheels that flash. I'm guessing he's way less tired than me, but I don't know for sure. My heart rate's 166. I'm tired, but it's not like so hard that I have to give up. This is uphill part. It's a little bump. I have to go harder up the hills because I'm heavier. But on the downhills, a lot easier for me. I just pressed my truck button So now it's called drafting boost. So it's easier for me right now. Other guys are using other devices for bonus watts and so on. So now I'm on the draft aero bars. Outside, this would make you a lot faster. Cutting the wind. Inside, no difference. But I like this position. Relaxes my upper body. Heart rate, 169, 170. This is not a good spot. It's hard for me to go at this speed. I couldn't do it very long. Steve's right in front of me. I'm right on his ass. I'm 5th and he's 4th. 175 heart rate. And we haven't got to the hard part yet. Some water, BCA, EAA. Keep me hydrated. Obviously sweating a lot. This race is really fast. Oh, tell me about it's fast. Jeez. Yeah, you wait till the hill. This is the easy part. Here's the hill. Using my lightweight button, so it makes me a bit lighter for a few seconds, so I can push less hard. So much for that. Okay, so I'm taking over. I'm watching this race. My heart rate's 175. I could no longer talk anymore, so I'm doing a voiceover now. Anyone that's watching this can see my brother is having a joke of a time to keep up and is way faster than I am. Obviously, I'm struggling just to keep up. So I'm drafting these guys up the hill. There's a small amount of draft because we are going at 25 kilometers an hour and it's not that steep of a hill. So I'm just doing everything I can to hang on. I'm getting more and more fatigued. My heart rate's almost at 180. At this point, it's like a nightmare. I'm dying. I don't want to keep going. And there's only so long I can keep up. And it's like, you see my brother at the top of the screen here, way up there, riding along with his little flashy wheels. And then I pass him and I'm like, okay, let's go, let's go. And I'm hoping the hill is going to be over soon. But it's not. It's so much further. I'm still drafting. I'm doing really good. I'm in the top 4 here positions. And it's just a matter of hanging on for dear life. My heart rate's still in the 180s. My brother, you can see in his face, he's just comfortably riding with no real difficulty. Some of the parts on the hill are steeper than others, and I'm hoping that it's like flattens out a bit and that I could keep up. But being at a bigger guy, as soon as the hill kicks up again, it's so much harder for me to keep up. I'm still hanging on, so I'm doing really good, and I'm thinking at this point, maybe I can keep up to the top of the hill, because if I can, I know that my body weight will propel me to the bottom, and I'll be able to draft anyone, and potentially win the sprint. I'm just hanging on. It's at a 5% steepness, and my heart rate's 182, 183. I've been at 180 for several minutes here, and it's just, there's only so long that I can keep this up. You see my brother, S. Doucette at the top. I'm in 3rd here. I'm still hanging on. I'm still trying. You know, I'm giving it what I got. I'm getting passed by a few guys, and I'm like, I just need to keep going. Just keep pushing. Just keep trying. 185 heartbeat. It's so much death. It's pain. It's suffering 6% incline. The steepness is killing me. And the worst part is the top of the hill is the steepest part. I'm like, okay, I can't keep up to them. They're on a little breakaway. I'm just going to draft the back of these guys. I just want to keep up to the last guy in the front group. There's only a couple more guys behind me, and they're passing me. And I'm like, if I can just keep going, just keep pushing and hang on. But it's like, it's a never-ending nightmare. This hill just keeps going. Here, this guy just passed me. I'm like, darn it, can I just hang on this guy's wheel? Just go right behind him, and I'm pushing it. It's 184 heart rate. Just keep drafting, 5% steep. It's so hard. The speed is only just over 20 kilometers. It's hard to draft. Now it's at 1%. I'm like, maybe I can do it. I can just draft this guy and he'll pull me back. And I'm like following, and then it's like, how much longer can I go? And I'm like, maybe the guys behind me will help. But I'm just keep it on pushing, keep it on the pressure, and my heart rate is still in the 180s. I mean, that is high. 163 is what I can hold. 192 is my max. Like, this is near max, all out, hard as I can go, and I'm shaking my head. I'm like, I can't do it. 10%. It's so steep. I'm going 9 or 10 kilometers an hour at this point. I'm sprinting hard, and I'm hardly even turning the pedals. This is when, if I was outside, I'd probably be walking up the hill. It's so steep. I'm way behind at this point now. I lose all kinds of power. Now I'm just like, well, this sucks. I have no one to draft, and I'm a big guy, so I have a good advantage on the downhill, but I have no one blocking the wind for me. So I'm just riding along, and I know that there's guys 3 and 4 seconds behind me. So I'm slowly riding. I'm trying to get my heart rate down, and then this guy just flies by me, and like, where the heck did he come from? Okay, now I got to keep up to this guy, so I put some pedal pressure down, and I'm drafting him, and I'm like, okay, I just keep following him, and now there's another group that catches up to me, and I'm like, okay, follow this group. We're forming another group. And just because I can't win the race doesn't mean I'm going to give up. I know I can still put my power in, and I want to beat the best of these guys left. You don't give up just because you can't win. You can't win every race, just like you can't win everything in life. You can do the best that you can do. I'm doing the best I can do. My brother's way ahead of me. I know he's going to beat me, but I just don't want to finish last here. I want to beat these guys. So I'm drafting the group, and I'm trying to get my heart rate down. It's only in the low 170s now, which is still high, but it still gives me enough energy to have some power to put through. We're downhill. So remember, I don't need to put a lot of watts. So I'm able to draft these guys, get a little bit of energy back, and just keep it together for the end. You can see my watts flash up and down. Here it's only 50. I'm basically coasting at this point because it's a negative 5%. As I'm coasting, I'm recovering, my heart rate's dropping, and I just need myself to have enough energy so that when the sprint does happen, that I can put the power down. Now, we could see somebody in the distance, and we're like, yes, we're going to catch up to this guy because he couldn't keep up with the front group, and now he's all alone. He has no draft. So our little group of 10 here are going to catch him. Okay, now we're at 1 kilometer to go, and the race is almost over for me.
So 1 kilometer to go. This is a sprint. About 10 of us left. We're sprinting for like 15th place. My legs are still dead from the hill.
So my brother's ready to win this race, but I'm way behind. He's about a half a minute up the road. So unfortunately, you can't see what my brother's doing. You can't see him with the other guys. So you can hear he's screaming, trying to get the power down to try to win the race, which he does win. I can't see it. I was hoping to be in that group. And he just win. And you see he's tired. It's all out to try to win these things. You can't just kind of coast in. People think they're doing HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio has to look like that after you're done. Now there's 300 meters left to go for me. There's a guy up the road. He's about 20 meters ahead. But I'm like, I can catch this guy. I have a lot of power in my sprint. My heart rate is almost death. It's 189. And it's like, okay, This is it. All you can do. It's like you're under a squat rack or a leg press and you're pushing. Every single pound of muscle that you have is pushing. And I'm like, come on, catch these guys, catch these guys. And no, I don't quite catch that guy, but I beat everyone in my group except for that guy that broke away. So I gave it my best. You can see my heart rate's about 193 and I'm dead. And I'm sweating like crazy. I need like 16 more fans. The sweat sucks. I remember that feeling. I was like, I want to talk because I'm doing a video, but I can't. So this is how every race looks at the end. You can't breathe.
And if you breathe that hard, there's no way you got any virus. No way. Heart rate broke to 190s. There was so much heart rate at 180. Hill was just too much for me at the end. 1 minute too far. Got dropped. Nothing you can do. I need to be about 1-2% faster just to make it up the hill. I got 12th place out of 139. So my brother won. He beat me by 46 seconds. I got 12th place. 287 watts. He had 258 watts, but he's like 45 pounds smaller than me, so he doesn't need to go as many watts. My maximum heart rate was 192. And you gotta think, the start of the race, the heart rate's low because you're just warming up. So most of that race, that heart rate was 170s and 180s. That is not easy. So all you pussies out there, oh, I can't walk on the treadmill because I'll lose muscle. Well, does that look like lost muscle? Come on. You can do moderate intensity cardio. I'm not saying you have to look like this. This is insane. This is HIIT cardio at the end. That's what HIIT looks like. That's how it feels like after you're done. You can't talk. It's not a bunch of intervals. You think I could do this 10 times? No. You can't do sets and sets and sets of HIIT. It's like so hard. I can't explain it. You can see it. Okay, like this video if you want to see more of it. Like it, comment below, tell me if you liked watching me race my brother. And I challenge vegan cyclist. Vegan cyclist! I want to see you in one of these races against me, but I know you're faster than me, so the rule is it has to be a short race. 15 kilometers or less, under 20 minutes. Vegan cyclist, he has 100,000 followers on YouTube. When I started getting into biking, that's the guy I was following. I learned all kinds from him. He has an awesome channel. He's my favorite bike race guy. And he's into his, he's vegan. He's cool, he's fun. Go follow him. Send messages to him. Go on his YouTube channel. Say, Coach Greg Doucette, challenges you bike race. You accept the challenge. He's on Zwift. If you want to watch another video of mine, we're going to bloop up video right there. One over here. Want some coaching? GregDoucette.com. Greg Doucette IFBB Pro. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, I am out. And as vegan cyclists would say, you. You. What does he say exactly?
Vegan cyclist. You.